بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sunday class, lesson number 3, basic religious teachings, the luminous beings we call angels. Dear children, tell us how you feel about attending Sunday class. For the past 2 Sundays, we have been teaching you important lesson about religion. The title of our first lesson was, we love our Allah. And the title of second lesson was, Allah is one, pure and without flaws. Children, today is the third lesson, which means it is the third Sunday. Can you figure out how many Sundays have passed? There are about 52 Sundays in a year. In just 2 Sundays, you have learned so many beautiful and important things about religion. This means that we were missing out on these precious teachings. Be thankful to Allah that you are reading and listening to these essential religious teachings every Sunday. And the good news is that you are understanding them too. Today, inshallah, we'll talk about a luminous creation that mostly resides in the skies. But before that, remember that Allah created jinns and devils from fire and humans from clay. And the beings we are going to talk about today were created from light by Allah. Do you know which beings Allah created from light? They are angels, known in Arabic as Malaika. Children, you must have read the Iman Mufassal. Yes, if you haven't read it today. Children, always remember that whenever we read a verse, a supplication or a hadith in Arabic, we should understand its meaning. So that's whatever you read, don't just read it, but also try to understand it. The meaning of Iman Mufassal is, I believe in Allah, His angels, His book, His messenger, the last day, and in destiny that all good and bad comes from Allah. And I also believe that after that, everyone will be raised again. Children, in this Iman Mufassal, the first thing mentioned is believe in Allah. And in the meaning of believe in Allah was explained in the second lesson. That we believe Allah is one, pure and without flaws, and that He is not in need of anyone. After Allah, the Iman Mufassal mentions angels. Just as we believe in Allah, we must also believe in angels, that they are luminous creation of Allah. Allah created them from light. The angels spend day and night worshipping Allah. Children, you eat, drink, play, sleep, wake, laugh, cry, into so many things. But angels neither eat or nor drink, nor they do play or sleep like us. The angels can see all of us, but we can't see angels as they are hidden from our sight. Angels are neither male or female, and they do not have familial relationship like us. All angels are innocent. The task of the angel is to fulfill the commands of Allah. The angels never disobey or commit sins like us. Allah has assigned different tasks to different angels, and they carry them out according to His commands. Children, just as some humans are famous, yes, 4 angels are also well known and very close to Allah. The first one, Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam. The second one, Hazrat Mikail alayhi salam. The third one, Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam. The fourth one, Hazrat Israel alayhi salam. Just like the famous humans have different rules, these angels also have different tasks. The task of Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam was to bring the commands and messages of Allah to the Prophet. And sometime Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam also assisted to the prophets. Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam was also sent to fight against the enemies of Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Hazrat Jibreel also brought punishment upon the disobedient bossmen of Allah. Allah takes all this task from Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam. The second closed and famous angel is Hazrat Mikail alayhi salam, who is responsible for bringing rain. According to Allah's command, He bring rain upon a particular city or region. Hazrat Mikail alayhi salam also provide sustenance to creation. Many angels work under him. Some angels move clouds from one place to another. And angels are appointed over rivers, seas, and lakes. All these angels work under Hazrat Mikail alayhi salatu wassalam. The third angel name is Hazrat Israfil alayhi salatu wassalam. Children, when the day of judgment is established, Allah will command Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam to blow the trumpet. He's waiting for command of Allah to blow the trumpet. When blows the first trumpet, all living beings will die. And when he blows the second trumpet, all will be brought back to life. Children, the fourth angel name is Hazrat Israel alayhi salatu wassalam, who is in charge of taking the souls of all living beings. He has numerous angels working under him. There are the other angels too, like the Kiraman Katibin, who record our good deeds and bad deeds, and Munkir and Nakir, who question us after death. Additionally, there are angels assigned to the paradise and hell, and others who hold the throne of Allah. Children, now I'll explain two verses of Quran Majid. The first was Al-Baqarah, verse number 41. And do not sell my verses for a small price. This means that the words revealed by Allah are meant to be read, understood, and acted upon. We should not change or manipulate these verses for our personal benefit, as they are words of Allah. The second verse is Al-Baqarah, verse number 43. And establish the prayer. Establishing the prayer means that prayer should be performed regularly and consistently. Now, I'll explain two hadiths. The first one, whoever bear witness that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger, Allah will make fire of hell forbidden for him. If we testify that Allah alone is worthy of worship, and also testify that our Prophet Hazrat Muhammad is his messenger, will be saved from the torment of hell. The second hadith is, the key to paradise is the testimony that there is no God but Allah. If we bear witness there is no God but Allah, it is as if we have obtained the key to paradise. Children, now let's start the series of the account of Prophet Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wassalam. Hazrat Nooh is mentioned as being from the third generation after Hazrat Idris alayhi salatu wassalam. There was a period of 1026 years between Hazrat Adam alayhi salatu wassalam and Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wassalam. Some scholars mention a period of 500 to 700 years. Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wassalam invited his people to religion for 950 years. How many years? 950. But his people continuously persecuted and oppressed him and refused his invitation. Despite this, Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wassalam remained steadfast in inviting them to the faith. A surah of the Quran, the Surah Nooh, is named after him and is in the 29th Juz. When Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wassalam preached, the people would put their fingers in their ears to avoid listening to him. Very few accepted the invitation of Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam and embraced the faith. Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam was commanded to build a ship that would be saved during the flood. So Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam, with the help of his companions, built the ship, and soon after the flood arrived. Allah commanded that a pair of each type of animal be placed onto the ship, and also believers be embarked. When the punishment came, that disbelievers were drowned, while the ship of Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam continued to sail under Allah's protection. Those aboard the ship witnessed the disbeliever drowning. Eventually, by Allah's command, the sky ceased to rain and the earth swallowed its water. The ship of Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam came to rest on Mount Juti, and Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam and his companions disembarked. Thus a new settlement was established on the earth. Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam is also called the second Adam. Hazrat Nooh alayhi salatu wasalam was a grateful bondsman of Allah. Now, inshallah, children, I will explain the good manners, love and affection. Children, we should look at each other with love and affection. We should not turn people into enemies through our bad behavior. Instead, through good manners. We should win people's heart with our love. Love and friendship are essential to our lives. We should love those who are pure and good-fearing for the sake of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, a believer is a source of love and affection. And there is no goodness in a person who neither loves others nor is loved by them. We should not isolate it from others, but rather mutual interaction is necessary for a successful life. If there is ever a disagreement, we should reconcile immediately. Now we'll explain life etiquettes. Some etiquettes of bathing. The first one, enter the bathroom with your left foot first. Second one, ensure that the private parts are covered as much as possible. The third one, take a bath with privacy. The fourth one, wash your hands up to the wrist at the beginning. The fifth one, wash the private parts. Sixth one, if there is any visible dirt on the body, clean it. Seventh one, perform ablution before the bath. Eighth one, do not face the Qibla while bathing. Ninth one, if water is accumulating, wash the feet at the end. The 10th one, avoid using too much water. 11th one, wash the head before the rest of the body. The 12th one, after the head, pour water first on the right side, then on the left side. The 13th one, pour water over the entire body 3 times. The 14th one, do not engage in conservation while bathing. The 15th one, do not say Salam Alaikum during the bath. The 16th one, do not urinate in the bathroom. Now we'll explain Shariat issues, obligations of ablution. Children, these are the actions without which ablution is not valid. There are 4 obligations in ablution. The first one, washing the face from hair of the forehead to the bottom of the chin and from one ear to the other. Second one, washing both hands including the elbows. Okay. The third one, wiping a quarter of the head. The fourth one, washing both feet includes ankles. Now we'll explain Azkaar of prayer, the Surah field. Children, now let's start Azkaar of prayer. Now I'll explain the Surah field translation. Okay. Have you blurred, not seen how your Lord deal with the people of elephant? Did he not make their plot go astray? And he sent against them birds in flocks, striking them with stones of baked clay. And he made them like eaten up harvest. Okay, now children, I'll ask you a few questions. Okay, our question, your answer. Make sure please give the answers. The first one, children, tell us how you feel after attending Sunday's class. Share your thoughts. Second one, from what we are humans, jinns, and angels created by Allah. Third one, what is the Arabic word for angels? The fourth one, have you memorized the Imani Mufassal? If yes, recite it with translation. The fifth one, after Allah, who is mentioned in the Imani Mufassal. Sixth one, name the four famous and close angels. Seventh one, what is the duty of Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam? The eighth one, what is the duty of Hazrat Mikail alayhi salatu wasalam? Ninth one, what is the duty of Hazrat Israfil alayhi salatu wasalam? Tenth one, what is the duty of Hazrat Israel alayhi salatu wasalam? 11th one, how many years did Hazrat Nooh alayhi salam preach to his people? 12th one, which prophets people were affected by the flood? 13th one, how many obligations are there in ablution? 14th one, with which foot should we enter the bathroom? 15th one, in which direction should one not face while bathing? Okay, children, that's it. Class is dismissed. Hope you like this. Barakallahu feek. I'll see you next Sunday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.